Hey guys, this is Thanatos and today we are doing the Care City of Sintranos walkthrough part 5. So, we will start with stage D8. Let's see what we need for this stage. We are going to need crowd control, we are going to need block buffs, block debuffs, a buff stripper of course if that's possible, turn meter manipulators, some solid AoE DPS, and if that's not possible of course, as we always say, some good single target DPS will do the job. So let's see the champion pool now. We can use Ugo here, which has the block buffs that we need for the enemy team. We can use Madame Cerise, which has the strip buffs for the enemy team again. Man-eaters, if you have two, you can create a small unkillable team through the waves if you are having problems, of course, and this will help you go on and on without dying. What else? We have Sylar here, which is an insane 10 meter manipulator. We have Cold Hearts, we could use Kale and Belower too. And of course, as I always say, Soulbound Boyer is one rare that is a legendary in disguise. What else? We have War Maiden, we have Armina here. You could use High Katoon if you don't have the speed to go first and you want to go first. Ryan the Conjurer as a great reviver. Skull Crusher, Fahrak in the Fat of course is a insane epic that you can use in many aspects of the game. Grass the Mangler 2 can provide some AoE DPS, can provide the Leech debuff. And if you have her Sawai, Firstborn is a very nice epic. And of course Dark Kyle. So let's see the fight now. So guys, on the first wave we have Within the Crown, Hefrak, Helicath, Vildrax and Tainix Hateflower. So what I suggest that you do is crowd control Hefrak, Wither and Helicath, kill Hefrak first, then go for Wither and then kill Helicath. And if it's not possible for you to crowd control them, first remove out of the picture Hefrak, because if you kill another champion, he will AoE DPS you and his attacks hurt. So now we have wave number 2. We have Venomage, Zelaya, Scalord, Vargal, Razin and Pythion. On this wave I suggest again that you use crowd control. You need to crowd control Pythion, Razin and Venomage. If you crowd control those 3 champions, the other 2 will not be a menace for you. First kill Pythion because he is the reviver, then go for Razin because he has some good DPS and he has turn meter manipulation of course, and then maybe kill Venomage and Skull or Vargal. And we have wave number 3 now. We have Ignatius, Gurda, Korugard, Deathbale, Grants, Killjoy and Claude Beastfeeder. So on this stage I suggest again crowd control them. If you can't crowd control them, kill Korugard first, then go for Ignatius and then go for Kled. The other 2 will not be of any trouble for you. And that was stage D8. Let's go on the next one now. So we are at stage D9 and we are facing the first boss for this stage. It's Borgoth, of course. What do we need for Borgoth? We need shields, we need some high resistance if that's possible, we need a good DPSer on destroy set, and you need some cleanse, you need some heal, you need some defensive buffs that won't be stolen if you apply a block buffs on the enemy. So let's see the champions that we can use. You can use Within the Crown, which can apply the defensive buffs that we talked about. I choose to use Septimus on a destroy set because this will break Borgoth's shield a lot easier and a lot faster. What else you can use? You can use Rathalos, of course, on destroy set again. He can apply a lot of damage. Duchess Lilito as a protector. You can use Sisia 2 as a burner, of course. What else we have here? Stag Knight is always nice to use when you're facing bosses. Let's see. Let's go for Duchess because she has the shields on her A1 and she can protect a champion so that he cannot trigger Borgoth's counterattack. And one more, let's go for Rathalos. So let's see the fight now. As you can see, Borgoth has a big shield here that you have to break by hitting him with abilities that destroy max HP. We started with a shield set here so that we cannot trigger his counterattacks. And as you can see here, we use Septimus A2 and 1/3 of the shield of Borgoth is already destroyed. Due to the high resist that we have, he didn't manage to steal any buffs from our team. And again we are destroying his shield with Septimus A1. Here you can see the destroyed enemy max HP. Almost halfway done. Now because we don't have a shield on us, Borgoth is counter-attacking every time a champion that attacks him without a shield. But if you have high resist, this will not be a problem. If you don't have a good resist numbers, you will have problem because this will remove your buffs, this will provoke you, this will apply decrease attack on you, decrease speed. It's a very nasty boss if you don't know how to fight it. And we are almost done with his shield here, Septimus the God, the boss slayer. And now, as you can see, our champions hit Borgoth for a lot of damage because his shield is almost done. Yep, he managed to steal 2 buffs from us now. And this shot from Septimus should break his shield. Nope. Small part left. As you can see, Septimus got provoked. And that was his shield, guys. So, stage D9 Borgoth is down. Let's go next now. So guys, we are at stage D10 and we are facing a double boss that provides us with a key for the Amuse fight. The double bosses are Gul'dath and Tainted Skavak. So, what do we need for these bosses? We need block debuffs for our team, and if you choose to bring a burner, an AoE burner, so that you can kill the spiderlings and the spider fast, remember that the Drake heals when he gets burned. So this is not a wise strategy, but if you want to use the burns only to kill the spiders and then kill the dragon with single targets and without using burn, that's a solid strategy too. So let's see what champions we can use. We can use Cupidus, of course, which is a very good both AoE nuker and single target DPS, and Wukong, which is exactly the same. We can use Leorius if you have him. Ultimate Galek is a very nice champion too. Dracomorph can provide some AoE, decrease defense and AoE weaken for the enemy. What else? Raman 2 is a very good champion when it comes on debuffing one single target boss. Gwendolyn, of course, is a very nice champion. And you have Gnisak, of course, which is an all-around here. And when it comes to facing bosses, his bombs and his poisons do an amazing job. Artak, of course, if you want to burn the spiders and then not use burn again for the dragon. Fusan is a very good solution too. You have Longbeard if you want a team attack. Samael can provide a very solid single TPS target. Fane is a very good champion too. Gnarhon, if you want to put him on a stone skin and provoke all the spiderlings so that you will not have any problem facing the spiderlings. And Zargala is a very nice AoE DPSer too. Don't forget, Akemtum is a god when it comes on clearing the spider. So let's see the fight now. So the way that I like to defeat those bosses are first kill the spider and the spiderlings and then go for the dragon. As you can see, if you have Wukong on a decent set, the spider is already on half HP. Then follows Gnisax with the bombs and this fight will be a joke. And now we will A1 with Cupidus. Spider is almost dead. As you can see, the poisons are piling up on the dragon too. Spider is down. It's as simple as it seems. And one good solid single target damage from Cupidus. And along came Dracomorph with his strong A1s. And that was it, guys. That was stage D10. Let's go on the next one now. So guys, we are on stage D11. What do we need for this stage? We need tankiness, we need block debuffs if it's possible, block buffs again when it's possible, and of course the one and only necessary for every single stage on this game is strong, solid crowd control. If you have some good AoE DPS, it will always help. So let's see the champions that we can use. We can use Arix. Arix is a crazy champion when it comes on AoE DPSing and crowd controlling. He even protects the team. We have Fatalis, you can use Coronar, you can use Walking Tomb Drang, which is an amazing champion too. You can use Miscreated Monster, which can crowd control, apply some AoE DPS and protect the team and also heal. Gnarhon is a very nice rare that can provide an AoE provoke. What else we have here? We have Versor the Grim, we have Sneak Track. You could even use Painkeeper for some heals and for the reset of some cooldowns. Coronar if you have him, of course. And even Daywalker is a very nice rare to face this stage. So let's see the fight now. So on wave number 1 we have Iron Brago, Tila, Nogdar, Bloodfeather and Torturehelm. If you have some good crowd control, you will not have any problems with this stage. If you don't have solid crowd control, I suggest that you kill Iron Brago first, then go for Tila and then go for Nogdar the Headhunter. So, wave number 2. We have Abbes, Bivald, Astralon, Eothar and Lodric. Again, if you have crowd control, this fight will be easy. If you don't have crowd control, remember, focus Astralon first, then go for Abbes, then go for Lodric, and you can kill Bivald and Eothar later, no problem. And wave number 3, we have Minaya, Sethalia, Staltus, Gerhard, and Senechal. On this stage, again, apply crowd control on Sethalia, Minaya, and Staltus. If you can't, try to kill Staltus as fast as possible because he will apply some solid DPS in your team. He might be able to stun you too. Then go for Minaya, go for Sethalia, and the fight will be done. So that was stage D11, not too shabby. Let's go on the next one now. So guys, we are at stage D12. So for this stage, we are going to need crowd control, some protection buffs, and because the conditions do not allow us to play with as many champions as we want, the champion pool is limited. So let's see the champions that we can use. Husk is an MVP on every stage of Sintranos because he provides some good solid AoE DPS and crowd control with his AoE stun and his single target provoke. You could use Timid the Fool too. You could use Uros the Soul Cage, of course. What else? If you have Lola Tharil, he will help you destroy the waves faster with his team attack. Vogoth can be used for healing. So let's see the waves now. So wave number 1, we are facing Lysandra, Tatura, Elenaril, Vergis, and Battle Sage. So what I suggest to do, again, try to crowd control them with your husks. What else? Use your team attack if it's possible. What would be the first target, the best first target? I think that Tatura would be the best first target because he will try to apply a lot of defensive buffs for the enemy team and you do not want that to happen. As you can see, our husks nearly stunned the whole wave. They couldn't stun Lysandra because she's the opposite affinity, of course. Timid can provide some decent damage too. And now, of course, it's just a time-wasting machine because of the negative affinity. But no problem, you can use this mechanic for you because in this way, just using your A1s, you will be able to reset the cooldowns of your team and be ready for the next wave. And we couldn't be facing a worse enemy champion than Vergis to be as the negative affinity because every attack that we make, he applies a shield, he has continuous heals, and he's a very annoying champion. Very good on the Scarab King though. I didn't realize how annoying this combo was with Lysandra and Vergis here as the negative affinities. Come on, dude, die! Ooh, finally. Good thing is, as I said before, now we have all our cooldowns for wave number 2. We are facing Fahrakin the Fat, Elder Scrag, Raf Matab, Skill of the Drakes, and Jotun. So as I always say, focus the reviver first because you do not want to kill some champions and then be revived because this will waste a lot of time for you. Now as you can see, we have already totally controlled all the wave, so we just need to use some A1s and this fight will be done. As you can see, having Husk on Relentless is an amazing solution for Hydra, of course, and for the waves too. And wave number 3, what do we have here? We have Samson, Mighty Uko, Great Hoof, Hoforoes, the Tusk, and Rain Beast. Again, a heavily tanked team. They have Samson though. Remember that this champion, when he is attacked, he counterattacks. When he is attacked with a critical, of course. So for this wave, manage to kill Mighty Uko first because he is one of the revivers, then go for Hof or OS, and then you can kill Samson and Great Hoof. And that was stage D12. Guys, let's see the next one now. So guys, we are on stage D13. What do we need for this stage? We need some block buffs, block debuffs, some good protection. If you have a cleanser and a buff remover, this would be the perfect thing to have. So let's see the champions now. We have Mighty Uko, which can do almost everything that we asked for. And plus revive and speed. We can use Ultimate Death Knight for some extra protection from the Mountain Kings and from some other champions from the stage. We have Gnisak, which is an amazing champion when it comes on wave clearing with his bombs. And of course, Double Husk for the win. This is an insane, amazing, epic champion that sometimes his use is even better than many legendaries. You could use Mausoleum Mage, of course, if you want. Gwendolyn the Silent is an amazing champion. Bracus the Shifter too. Ryan, if you need another reviver or if you don't have Mighty Uko. Bloodgorge, of course, is an amazing legendary too. What else? Krakath here. And maybe even if you have Skartosis built on a very good build, he can be of help too. So let's see the fight now. So on wave number 1, we have Lady of Ireth, Seasa the Chart, King Galkobar, Elva, and Misilak Priest on. For this stage, if it's possible, try to crowd control Searsa, try to crowd control Elva, because if you leave Elva non-crowd controlled, she will try to apply some very heavy buffs for the enemy team, and she will make the fight take a lot longer than it should. Fortunately, if you have 1 or 2 husks, this task will be easy. Even UDK has an AoE fear. I mean, this stage would be difficult, but with the champions that we can use, I think that it's easy. Of course, your first target should be Elva, then maybe go for Lady of Ireth, then kill Searsa, King Galkobar, and you are done. Wave number 2, we have Harima, which is an amazing legendary. We have Kyoku, Yoshi, Misinaki, another great legendary too, and Kyoku. So, for this stage, if you are having problems and you cannot defeat them fast enough with your DPS, apply some solid block buffs, apply some block debuffs in your team if you have it, because this stage has it all. They can buff the enemy team, they can debuff your team with many debuffs. So apply the block buffs, apply the block debuffs, do your damage, and this wave will not be hard at all if you do this. I suggest that you focus Kyoku first, then go for Harima, then Misinaki, and the rest will not matter after that. So, wave number 3. What do we have here? We have Mountain King, Geomancer, Kira, Underpriest, Brogni, and Samar. Samar, if you have Uko, you can remove the block damage that Samar applies and then try to continue the fight. If you can and it's possible for you, crowd control Underpriest Brogni and crowd control Geomancer, because they are very annoying champions and they will try to manipulate your turn meter, they will apply some buffs, and this fight will take a lot longer than it should. And as always, Samar is left in the end by himself. This champion is annoying. But there was a time when he was helping us with Bommel, and that was very honorable of him. So that was stage D13. Let's go on the next one now. So we are on stage D14, another double boss. We are facing Grithion and Pyro. For this stage, what do you need? You need block debuffs for your team. You need team attack or counter attack. And if you don't have either of those, you need champions that can apply multiple hits, just like Ninja. What else we have here? Gorgit is an amazing champion, but he's a rare champion to have. So if you don't have him, don't feel sad about this. So we can use Martyr. You can use Samael, of course, if you want. You could use Gorgit, yes. What else? Ninja is a very nice champion when it comes to facing the Fire Knight. What else do we have here? We have a Boro, we have Armiger too. Let's choose to use Misinaki. Maybe he can join some ally attacks and he will help with the shield of the Fire Knight. Let's see the fight now. So what you can do, if you are having problems defeating the Fire Knight first, go for Grithion. Unfortunately, we didn't have high enough resist to keep the counter attacks, but no problem, the cooldown will come again and the Fire Knight will die in the end. Let's just try to remove Grithion for this fight. And that should be it. Now we just have the Fire Knight to worry about. We broke his shield. Let's try to apply the decreased defense. Yes. Decrease attack. No. And now we have the counter attack on us. So it will be easier. As you can see, after the counter attack, he was left with just five pieces of shield. Decrease defense again. And this should be his last move, I think. Yep, that was it. Stage D14 is done. Let's go on the next and the final stage for the day. So we are finally on our last stage. We are facing another double boss stage. We have Bomal and Tainted Clissus. So what do we need for this stage? We need some good defensive buffs for our team. We need block debuffs, of course, for the freeze of the Fire Giant. So what else? We need some good solid AoE DPS or at least single target DPS. Counter attack would help a bit too here. What else? Revive on Death would be very nice to have here as the use of Godseeker Aniri, of course. And if you can't use Godseeker Aniri, any Reviver would help you on this stage. So let's see the champions that we can use. We can use Cupidus, we can use Trunda, we could use Tormin to freeze the bombs. We could use Skullcrusher again for some protection, Martyr again for some counterattacks and protection. But what I like to do when I'm facing stages and bosses like this one, I like to go full attack. I like to ignore the defensive buffs and go straight full attack. But that's me because I'm in a place with my account that I have some good solid DPSs and I can do that. If you can't do that, just bring maybe Inquisitor Samael, maybe White Drania, Godseeker Aniri, what else? You could bring Morak too. And that's it, guys. Let's see the fight now. So what I like to do in the beginning of this fight is first deal with Bommel, because he is the annoying champion here. Decrease attack will help you a lot when it comes to mitigating the damage that you get from the bombs and from Bommel himself. So as you can see, Bommel is almost done. And that was it. Let's face the Ice Golem 2, Tainted Clisius, and we are done. You see, sometimes the better defense is a very good offense. And because we killed them fast, the bombs didn't manage to do a lot of damage to us. Ice Golem didn't manage to do a lot of damage to us. And as I always say, if you have some good strong DPS, use them and you will not need any defensive buffers. So that was it for the day. The Cursed City of Sintranos walkthrough part 5 just ended. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you are doing okay. Bye bye.